Hello and welcome to Reddit Rundown. This video covers another famous Reddit post, a strange one with an even stranger twist ending. The post title is Post-it Notes Left in Apartment, and it was posted to the Legal Advice subreddit. On the 15th of April, I found a yellow post-it note in a handwriting that wasn't mine on my desk, reminding me of some errands I had to do, but told literally nobody about. While odd, I chalked it up to something I did in my sleep, thinking maybe in my half-awake state I scrawled it so it didn't appear to be my handwriting. I threw it out and thought little of it. On the 19th, I found another post-it note on the back of my desk chair, in the same handwriting as the previous note, telling me to make sure I saved my documents. I was freaked out, but there were no other signs of a break-in. So I set up a webcam in my house, aimed at my desk, and used the security cam app for it to record after detecting movement. On the 28th, I woke up to find another post-it note, this one saying, "Our landlord isn't letting me talk to you, but it's important we do." I immediately checked the webcam's folder on my computer and found nothing from the night before, but my computer's recycling bin had been emptied, which I'm certain I did not do recently, indicating someone had noticed the webcam and deleted the files. They were just saved straight to a folder on my desktop called webcam. Today, on the 1st of May, I found another post-it note, this time on the outside of my door, with nothing written on it. And there also appear to be post-its on many other doors in my apartment complex, all blank in varying colors. Do I have any legal recourse here? I have no proof except for the post-its, but those are written by my pen and on my post-it notes, so conceivably I could have faked them. Would contacting the police get me into any trouble if they can't determine an outside source for this? I just want to make sure I'm not wasting anyone's time. Should I consult my landlord? Those also living in the complex? Edit. I pulled up a letter I received from my landlord back when I moved in, and the handwriting is identical. Could this count as evidence? One of the most upvoted comments said, "You seem sincere, and this doesn't appear to be the plot of a Ray Bradbury short story." That's a reference to the OP's username. "It's possible that your landlord is leaving notes inside your apartment, but they don't make any sense in the context they're describing them. It's likely that you are writing the notes yourself, but you are forgetting. Do you use post-it notes as reminders in any other parts of your life or job? Yes, this might be a mental health issue. You might be experiencing some sort of dissociative disorder, or it might be a physical problem. You mentioned you have a very unusual narrow bedroom with no windows. Is there a chance you're not getting enough ventilation when you sleep? Or that there's a carbon monoxide leak in the building? A cheap CO detector, which you should have anyway, is a fast way to find out. You'll also have really bad headaches. You know your own medical and mental history and your other experiences. If you think these incidents might be you, writing notes to yourself, there's no shame in getting somebody qualified to give you an opinion." Edit. Years later, and the good folks at WBUR, Boston Public Radio, have turned this thread into a podcast episode as part of their Endless Thread cooperative project with Reddit, complete with awesome art and title, and interviews with experts on the topics of sleepwalking poisons, but not on webcams or landlord-tenant law. That link will be in the description as well. OP responds to that with, "I have had really bad headaches, and I actually already have a CO detector. Guess I should probably take that out of its box and plug it in." So what's the verdict? Someone said he created another thread. It was carbon monoxide after all. This guy who replied with a comment just literally saved his life. The update says, "Thanks to everyone who sent suggestions and gave advice on how to proceed, especially to those who recommended a CO detector, because when I plugged one in the bedroom, it read at 100 parts per million. TLDR, I had CO poisoning and thought my landlord was stalking me." Alright, here. If you're still listening, you're probably enjoying our content. We really need your help with the algorithm. All it takes is a few seconds to like, subscribe, and comment. This allows us to keep creating new and free content. Alright, back to the show. Then we have another update. Good news update, it's been almost a year now. While 4 months ago things were rough, I've definitely made significant improvement. And currently there's little reason to doubt a full recovery within a year. As it turns out, brains can heal. While brain cells cannot regenerate, the bulk of my issues seem to be cerebral edema, or brain swelling, caused by the poisoning. While the inflamed tissue can suffocate and destroy brain cells, it doesn't always, and sometimes the damage is temporary. That said, it is my understanding that without a pre-incident scan, it is difficult to tell what is swelling and what isn't in a very detailed or specific way. Long story short, while my comment from months ago was very depressed and hopeless, I'm much better in both mood and physical health. Though in this situation, those aren't exactly separate categories. I'd say now, 10 months later, I'm about 80% back to normal. And while it is likely there's a 1% that won't recover, and some cells were destroyed, not just disrupted, and maybe I'll always have the occasional headache, there's no reason to think I won't be at 99 to 100% better in another 6 months. So I'm happy. I've been getting a lot of PMs regarding my legal situation, and I've been advised not to discuss it online just yet, as it's still ongoing. Movies always made me think that body healing and court cases were so much faster than they really are. These things can take many months or years. Luckily, my case shouldn't take years, but it might be some more months. I can say that, generally speaking, things are really looking great for me. And in the meantime, I've had a really lovely place to stay, a very understanding boyfriend, and I've even been making art, a field I wanted to get into but never would if not for the incident. I will say though, I use a Moleskine notebook daily planner thing now. I do keep busy, important for mental health. I'm kind of done with post-it notes for a while. And that's the end of the video. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.